Hey Cancer, how's it going? Hope you're doing well this evening. Let's take a look into your late August reading and see what comes out for late August. Cancer. I haven't been on here for quite some time. I've had some changes in my schedule and working through personal things, so yeah, it's just the way it goes, right? Anyways, Cancer. What is your reading telling us for late August? Four of Pentacles here. Okay, this is holding on to something. Holding on. What are you holding on to? Ooh. Five of Cups here. Holding on to a disappointment. I see. We've got the Nine of Cups and then the Prince of Wands next to it. Cancer, I feel like you are not really over something in your life. I feel like there's a part of you that's wanting some sort of closure from a past situation. This is what I'm seeing with the Five of Cups here. This is, just being at a loss from something of the past. Scorpionic energy. And just remember that in order for us to really feel whole again within ourselves, we are needing to give ourselves a sense of closure, whatever it is that is blocking us from really reaching our happiness. Nobody should give you this closure but yourself. But I do see that you have this yearning, this longing for some sort of closure, whether it be over something that has happened between you and a person that you share a connection with, or if it's just having closure over the connection as a whole. Let's see. We've got the Star and the Prince of Cups. And the Magician also flew out. He was sticking out. So what I'm getting is that this is telling me that it would mean so much to you if you could somehow manifest emotional healing between you and another. This is what I'm seeing. I am seeing this for the Prince of Cups, the Star, and the Magician here. I feel like this is a wish of yours. You just want some sort of communication. With the Magician here, mercurial energy, you are trying to manifest communication out of your person to really see where things are on their end. Why the Nine of Cups here? Why the Nine of Cups? The High Priestess, Five of Swords, and then the Six of Wands. So with the High Priestess, the Five of Swords, and the Six of Swords clarifying the Nine of Cups here, this is telling me that you know that you are capable within your own self to give yourself that type of closure, to get past whatever happened between you and your person. You know that you are capable of doing this. But like I said, I think it's really not so much that you understand this. You're just really wanting to gain a perspective through your person. I think this is what your reading here is about. This is what you are holding on to. And I feel like you are taking necessary steps. With the Prince of Wands here, you are We've got the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Wands here, clarifying the Prince of Wands. You feel that if you are, and I see this in your energy, that you are taking a more optimistic and more positive approach in moving towards your happiness. Because, so in the Thoth deck, the Two of Pentacles is the card of change. This card to me represents the cause and effect that we need to implement within our lives to create some sort of change within our lives, right? You're understanding that changing your approach to, I think changing your approach towards the situation is what makes you believe that you will be able to receive what it is that you're wanting from your person. I see that with the Eight of Wands and the Four of Swords being you're wanting to bring healing into this connection, into this situation. Let's see. What about your person here? I'm going to reshuffle this and see what is in your person's energy at this point in time. I feel like you're doing the right thing. I feel like you're trying to take the right steps and take accountability for things that have happened on your end in order to bring about this closure over the past. Cancer, your person's energy. What's your person's energy? Five of Swords. Yes, this is what your person is feeling about the connection. This is how they feel about the connection. Four of Wands, the World, and the Aeon, which is the Judgment card. But for me, this card here, the Aeon, it's really representative of, and so is the Judgment card. It's right now what's coming into mind for me is karmic lessons that need to be learned from whatever has happened between you and your person. I feel like that this has not been an easy connection that you've been involved in. I feel like with the World and the Aeon, this is telling me that this connection has been filled with a lot of different lessons, a lot of truths that you've been confronted with. And with the World here, this is telling me that this is part of your destiny. This connection is helping align you with the prosperity that you are looking for in your future. Why I say this is because, I mean, whether or not you're going to be with this person, I feel like you've had to clear out a lot of deep rooted subconscious patterns that have been brought up throughout this connection. The lesson was to clear that clutter out, essentially clearing out the basement of your mind and really reprogram yourself so that you can clear out certain blockages, so that you would essentially align yourself with prosperity in your life. This is part of your path, and this is essentially helping you, like I said, get to where you are wanting to go. For some reason, there are no pentacles here, but I feel like this has so we have the Four of Wands here in this deck. It's completion, you know, it's the number 4. Four of Wands in the Rider-Waite. This is it's indicative of your, you know, your home life, your stability, the security that you envelop yourself with in your life. It's the card of marriage. It's just a point in your life where you have reached a major milestone to where you're not seeking to act more towards. If that makes sense. 4 is the number of solitude, not solitude, but security, stability. And it very well could also, if we get too comfortable, turn into stagnancy. But we're not getting there. We're not there. I think there is a lot of progress and a lot of clearing that is actually happening within this connection. And I feel like you're finding yourself at a sense of completion when it comes to your karmic lessons. This is only applicable if you have actually done the inner work and the healing within yourself to progress forward. This is what I'm saying. This is supposed to be your person's energy, Cancer, but to be quite honest, I feel like this connection has affected both of you on both ends, and you both have learned a lot about yourselves in separation. And whether or not you are doing the work, I feel as though things, I don't know where I'm trying to go with that. Whether or not you're doing the work, it's like, whether or not you're doing the work, your person's progress is irrelevant to yours. I feel like this connection is not really exactly one filled with romance, although both of you may be very desirous of that with one another. I feel like this connection has really, if anything, taught both of you a lot about yourselves. We've got the Prince of Swords, the Princess of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups here. Four of Cups in this deck. What do we have here? I'm going to put those back. That's a lot. Is the card of luxury. This is, in this deck, this is not, you know, one of disappointment and, you know, apathy and dissatisfaction. This is, this card, it's the energy of the moon in Cancer. The moon is most comfortable when it's in the sign of Cancer. This is being at home. This is feeling at home. This is almost to the point of being stagnant, but it is because it feels so good you don't want to move out of this state of being. This is what this card is projecting. at this point in time. And I feel like joined with the Princess of Pentacles and the Prince of Swords, it's like your person here is really trying to figure out how to get to this point in their lives. I think this is in general. This is your person. They're just really trying to I think just make their life more comfortable. Yeah. We've got the Hanged Man, Piscean energy, Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords here, your person here. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Your person here doesn't want to sit back and not provide you with the clarity and the answers that you deserve. I feel like they're trying to take a more assertive approach to the situation between you two and bring you the clarity that is needed from their end. What kind of clarity does Cancer's person want to provide? Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords. My hair looks, I haven't done really anything to my hair today. And I said, I don't care. So, Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords. I think that your person wants to tell you how they understand and are wanting to actually, with the Nine of Wands here, take accountability for how much pain that they're I feel as though this is unintentional. Maybe it's not. A lot of times when people exhibit avoidant behavior, it is not purposefully. It can actually be a result of being a coping mechanism that they are utilizing. So whatever dynamic that you two were involved in, I feel as though your person here wants to take accountability and in a sense show you remorse, or just express remorse over the whole act of them being avoidant towards you when things had become volatile. That's what I'm seeing with the Nine of Swords here. But with the Eight of Swords, this avoidant energy, I feel like your person here is aware of that, and they are wanting to bring that up to the surface. What else for Cancer's person's energy towards Cancer? What does Cancer's person want to tell Cancer? Five of Wands, the Moon, that's your card, and the Emperor. And then we have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. And then we have the Hierophant. Excuse me. So your person here, I feel, wants to communicate how they essentially truly feel at this point in time. And I feel as though they feel like things may be out of their hands. I feel like your person here with the Hierophant and the Emperor wants to do their part in, I'm getting mending, healing with the Hierophant. You know, this is also the card of Chiron, the healer, but the wounded healer. But your person here feels as though it's the right thing to do to bring healing into the situation. I think they have a strong desire and strong impulse within them to bring this. I see this with the Emperor card here, and this is all under the moon. I feel as though this has been under the moon through your perception, because they may have not communicated this with you. And yeah, so this is what I've got for you. What is your advice? Let me get some advice for you, Cancer. I hope. I'm so sorry it's past 21 minutes in this reading, but I had some messages in here. Cancer. Okay. Ooh. 9 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, what just came to mind, Cancer, is that I feel like the lessons and the wounds that have been brought up through this connection were things that needed to be cleared from both of you on individual levels. On an individual level, that's what I'm seeing here with the 9 of Cups. In order for both of you to really truly feel fulfilled, not by one another, but on your own. And with the 10 of Pentacles here, I feel like this is going to allow both of you to align with the things that both of you are truly desiring in your lives. Okay, what is your advice, Cancer? This was kind of a long reading, Cancer, but I liked it. Ace of Wands. This is your advice, Cancer. So at this point in time, I feel like you have gotten some sort of insight. Ooh, some sort of insight. The Aeon just came out. My hair is looking really crazy. I'm looking like a hot mess today. I don't care. I don't care. I'm so sorry. I am not sorry, Cancer. Ooh, the Empress just came out. So we've got the Ace of Wands, the Aeon, and the Empress here. I feel like you have gotten some sort of insight, received some sort of realization that is going to help provide you the reassurance that, you know, it's okay. I feel like it's okay to open up to your person and to give what you want. That's what I'm getting. Like, to nourish the connection how you deem wise. So maybe by just possibly extending yourself to a certain extent, and to continue pouring into yourself, Continue showing yourself that self-love. Continue doing the inner work, because this is very important for both of you to be doing at this point in time. I feel like both of you are still in very vulnerable states. And I don't think that really doing like a full-on like rekindling is advisable whatsoever. I feel like both of you are really needing to be in this self-nurturing energy. So, Cancer, I hope this helped. Take care.